introducing the boxers, and firstly, fighting out on the blue corner, he wears the black and the blue trunks trimmed with white. He comes from Salto in Uruguay and weighed in at 8 stone, 10.5 pounds. He brings to the ring a 19-fight professional record consisting of 16 wins, 11 wins by way of knockout with 3 losses. He's ranked number 11 in the world by the WBO and the WBC. He's the Latin champion, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Cristian Faccio. And across the ring, his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold and white. He hails from Dublin and weighed in at 8 stone, 11.5 pounds. Comes to the ring with a 27-fight record, 26 wins, 14 wins by way of knockout with just 1 solitary loss. Ranked number 12 by the WBO, number 13 by the WBC. He's the former European Super Bantamweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ireland's very own
Dad, Brendan, has won up on because he fought in the Olympics in 1976 in Montreal. They're getting anxious in the Uruguayan corner.
Oh, that's a good left hook.
Nice picking.
You see, Dunne's fighting the fight that's frustrating the hell out of this Uruguayan guy because Faccio, because he's not letting Faccio get off the left hooks. He's not letting Faccio get in close. And when he does get in close, he's moving away.
They keep encouraging him on from the corner of the Uruguayan, but he's not responding to it very well. And Dunne keeps that piston left hand in his face. Faccio fancies his chances here, and Dunne beautifully dances away out of the corner.
You see, when he gets in close, Jimmy Faccio, he lets the punches go from every angle, and that's where he's at his most dangerous. So it's imperative that Dunne keeps him at long range, that doesn't get involved in any rows or any close rows at all. Just keep this man at the end of that big long jab.
He's a good hooker to the body.
His wish is right now that Bernard Dunne comes and starts to mix it up. Oh, a good cracking left hook. He wants Bernard Dunne to mix it up so he can get off some of his own hard left hooks and his solid right hands, but Dunne's not giving him that opportunity because he's fighting the smart man's fight.
Absolutely. It's very good for Dunne. His jab has been quite superb. And he's changed that straight left to a hook to the body, then a hook to the head there. And still he has that big right hand in reserve, and there it is. It's not in reserve anymore. It's a good shot. Good glove defense work there by Faccio. These 2 young men have put on a good show here in Castlebar. Head down low.
And he looks pretty strong right now, so what I said in the previous round, I take it back because I think Bernard's having more success. Oh, a big cut. Massive right in the top of the forehead.
Oh, that's a serious one. That really is a serious one. And they're working on that now.
Accident. All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's make sure that they'll be able to stem it well they will in time. By that time is nearly 2 minutes away. And that's going to dribble down into his eye. The position of it is not good. Now, Faccio is going to try for it. Dunne ties him up, squeezes the air out of his neck. The sight of blood is amazing, the things it does to human beings.
Dunne wants to hold on because I think Faccio here tastes, or he feels that Dunne's getting very tired, and he feels if he puts on a bit of pressure he can maybe end this fight, because Faccio hasn't looked more confident as what he does now through this whole fight. And he's coming forward and he's having more success. But that headbutt, that was sore, and that would take a fair bit out of you, Jimmy, because there's a real good solid clash of heads there, and that cut's very bad. And Faccio feels that, in my eyes, if he applied the pressure on here, he can maybe have a wee bit more success than what he's been having in the previous rounds.
Serious juncture of the fight, this for Bernard Dunne. And it's a smashing right hand. And that gets the crowd on their feet here in Castlebar. They're really completely on Dunne's side. They were when he made that return after the Kiko Martinez fight. And they roared him home that night. And they're trying to do the same again now. Dunne is getting involved in a bit of a set too. I think for a moment there he may have lost his composure. But he's back now as composed as Beethoven and Mozart. He's right in there and has boxed himself well out of a sticky patch. And believe me, it was a sticky patch. But in the last 10 seconds of it now, and Dunne shows that he can throw a punch too. The blood streaming down his nose, down his forehead, and there's certainly some of it's going into his eye. It's not a nice moment for Bernard Dunne. He's got to try and stay away from the best that the Uruguayan can throw at him. The bell will get him back to the corner any moment now. You know that he's bleeding pretty profusely at the moment. It looks a sorry sight, but it's not as bad as it looks. There's a cut on the forehead.
There it goes out, that a real bang of heads there, bang. And Bernard Dunne come up very, 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 look, oh my word. And that was like a good solid left hook. Look how hard to get. It's unbelievable. It's tantamount to Bernard Dunne that he withstood that crack of heads, because that was awesome. Really, really, really hard.
The doctor has intervened and stopped the contest following an accidental clash of heads. It therefore goes to the judge's scorecard, for the referee's
and I should imagine Bernard Dunne would be ahead,
at that point when the contest has been stopped, and the referee's scorecard reads Cristian Faccio 65 points, Bernard Dunne 70 points.
And Bernard Dunne has won. That's how it is. Ahead on points for this accidental headbutt.
And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, Bernard Dunne.
Dunne is disgusted with himself. Disgusted not with himself, not with his performance, but the way it happened.
Some night on the subject, Bernard, things seem to be going so well, but I know you must be very disappointed with the way it ended.
I'm actually disgusted that was stopped. Like, you know, he's a great kid and he's brave. He's world rated. You know, it was a hell of a fight. I was enjoying it. I think you guys were enjoying it. The one thing we were aware of from the start, and that was to stay away and box this guy and not go in close. Like, we're trying to, you know, show off our boxing skills, and we knew we were going to clash heads. I just didn't want that to happen, and it did. And I just, I'm disgusted. I really, really am disgusted it was stopped.
But you did manage to achieve what you said, keep him at arm's length and use your reach advantage. Yeah,
and I was feeling good, I was feeling strong. You know, we knew he was going to be dangerous coming in with swinging wild. He caught me a couple of times, but I had no problems. You know, anytime he caught me, we just moved, turned around, and off we went boxing again. When I did get cut, I just could not see for that round. When I'm back to the corner, I thought, okay, they can do something, but obviously they... yeah.
Well, Bernard, let's just have... They were all very proud of the performance all the same tonight. It seemed to be very clinical from you.
Yeah, you know, a win's a win. But I prepared hard for this fight. I worked hard. I had Mikey McGorn and Fergus Connolly, two boys working hard strength-wise. Pushed me, Hardy in the gym. Like, you know, physically I felt great there in 7 rounds. He was very putting pressure on all the time, and he took some great shots. But you know, all we were trying to do was work fast hands, combination shots, and win convincingly. Yeah, like we did win convincingly, but not the way I'd wanted to.
Let's talk about the work you were talking about that you've been putting in lately with Mike McGurn and trying to improve the power and the explosiveness. Do you think you did achieve that in the 7 rounds tonight?
I think I did. I probably should have stuck my way earlier on, in fairness. I caught him early. But again, like, you know, it's stepping in and getting caught with this, you know, can cause problems for future bouts. Up to that point, I thought we were in control. You know, again, you know, just delighted with the win. Delighted with moving on, you know, go home and see my kids for a while and get to relax for a little bit.
Yeah, well, you deserve it. You earned it tonight. Let's talk to Harry Hawkins for a second. Harry, a disappointing end but he did what he set out to do up to that.
I thought he was fantastic. His boxing ability was great. I would like him to maybe have took Faccio out of the contest, but he was on his way to doing that. He was busting him up from round 1, and he would have stopped him eventually. But it's a nasty cut, and he would have been on ways to continue with it.
Brian Peters, how is this likely to affect future bouts? I know we were hoping for maybe a world title bout early in the new year.
No, well look, a win is a win, and once Bernard sees the severity of the cut, it's unfortunate to end that way, but it's a win. That kid was rated number 11 in the world, so I'd still hope in the first 6 months of next year that Bernard Dunne will be fighting for the world title.
We can't wait. Well done tonight to Bernard Dunne, who just wants to say one more thing. Bernard?
Guys, I just want to say one thing.